As you've probably have gathered by now, the Duchess of Cambridge has given birth to a baby girl. Catherine arrived at the Lindo wing of St Mary's Hospital in West London early this morning. Our reporter Jessica King is live outside there for us. It seems to have calmed down a little bit, or is that just an illusion, Jessica?
I think that's just an illusion, Alex. Yes, it really is the news that everyone has been waiting for. The great Kate wait is finally over, and we have ourselves a new baby princess who will be fourth in line to the throne. It's been a really, really lovely atmosphere down here all day, and the sun has come out just in time. Earlier on, I spoke to the town crier who proclaimed the news, shouting it out here outside the Lindo wing of St Mary's Hospital.
Well, what happened was I came up from Chelmsford this morning. We arrived in London with my colleague here at 7 o'clock, booked into our little hotel around the corner, watching your programme, funny enough, and just watching when it was going to announce. Well, I knew it was going to be not too long, I just a feeling, and I knew it was going to be a girl as well. I won't tell you I knew. And we done it. Last time it took us 4 minutes to get here. This time I got here in 3 minutes. And then the world was my... what is the word? My oyster.
That's it. So is this you did this last year as well?
18 months ago, yes, George, yeah. And I had a letter from the royal family, for the Duke and Duchess, thanking me very much, which is nice.
Fantastic. And do we think she's going to be coming out today?
No, I wouldn't think so. I don't know. I wouldn't think so today. I may be wrong, but, you know, I won't be here for that. I've got other work to do.
So how did you know it was a girl? How did you know?
I can't tell you. It's a trade secret, but I knew it was definitely going to be a girl. And I was on a radio program recently with Arthur Edwards, the royal photographer. And he said, how did you know? I said, well, I promise you I know. And he just shouted to me over there, Tony, you was right.
And this is such a lovely tradition. Tell us about the tradition of the town crier coming
The
out.
town crier came to England in 1066. The town crier was specifically employed by the king to make announcements such as births, executions, anything of importance. And that's because people didn't know how to read or write, didn't know the news in their days. The town crier was in the Battle of Agincourt, so he's... and oh yay, is actually French. Hark, listen.
Very important job. So what are you going to be doing the rest of the day?
I'm going to work for there's a company here who do all the publishing around the shops. I'm going to go around the shops and just make everybody happy, basically.
Could you do us one more? Oh yay, just especially for London Live.
Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay! A princess has arrived here today. God save the Queen.
Well, as you can hear, a very colourful character there, and also good to hear he was watching London Live earlier today. Well, the official proclamation has been put up outside Buckingham Palace. It's been put up on a golden easel, and there are hundreds of tourists down there flocking to get a picture. And of course, we'll be staying here to try and get a glimpse of the little princess when Kate and William leave the hospital, which could be today. We don't know that yet, but we'll be staying here to find out.
It's a girl. The most anticipated baby of the year has arrived. The Duchess of Cambridge gave birth this morning at the Lindo wing of St Mary's Hospital in West London. Well, our reporter Jessica King has been there for us today. Jessica, any idea when they might eventually leave?
Well, Alex, we've just had it been confirmed that they will be, in fact, leaving the hospital in the next hour. So we'll, of course, keep you updated on all the action. But the drama really started to unfold here about 6 o'clock in the morning when Kate was admitted to the hospital. The announcement came just after 11 o'clock that she'd given birth to a baby daughter, and that official easel was put outside Buckingham Palace, a golden easel, lots of people there taking selfies and enjoying the moment, and they did that just after the changing of the guard. So a very, very special tradition there. William, the Duke of Cambridge, was at the birth, of course. He later went away from the hospital for about 20 minutes and came back with Prince George. So they're all currently at the hospital now. Now, earlier on, I spoke to a town crier who gave the proclamation of the birth a little bit earlier today.
The town crier came to England in 1066. The town crier was specifically employed by the king to make announcements such as births, executions, anything of importance. And that's because people didn't know how to read or write, didn't know the news in their days. The town crier was in the Battle of Agincourt, so he's... and oh yay, is actually French. Hark, listen. Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay! A princess has arrived here today. God save the Queen.
So a really lovely, colourful character there proclaiming the birth of the baby daughter who will be fourth in line to the throne. I also spoke earlier to the royal correspondent, the royal editor for the Evening Standard, Robert Jobson, and he said that he in fact predicted that it was going to be a girl.
Yeah, it's a historic day. I mean, we haven't had a royal princess born since Princess Eugenie, so this is a historic day. It's a great, happy day. We've had an awful lot of terrible news, haven't we, lately? So it's quite nice to be able to celebrate good news for a change, and this is good news. I said it last night. I said she's going at 6 a.m. and it'll be a little girl. So I don't know if I've got the right runes or I'm a bit spooky, but it's good news, I think, because to have a little girl is going to be huge for the UK economy. Everything that Kate wears sells out in seconds. So, you know, anything this little baby appears in will be selling out in all the shops. So it can only be good news for the economy.
So it has been a really fantastic atmosphere down here all day. Lots of well-wishers coming, lots of tourists, lots of media, lots of press, lots of attention on this one door, which is just down the road behind me. We've been told that Kate and will be leaving soon, so hopefully we'll be here to bring you that news as it happens.
Thanks very much, Jessica.
Good afternoon. Yes, we are here inside the media scrum, as you said. Hundreds of people here, not just media, but lots of tourists as well, coming down to celebrate the news of Kate's baby girl, the new princess. I'm joined by the royal editor for the Evening Standard, Robert Jobson, and we've got a little glass of champagne.
Yeah, I think we should raise a glass to the little princess, even though we don't know her name yet. But, you know, we should raise a glass.
We should. There we go. Cheers. Should we have a sip as well?
Why not?
Lovely.
To her little Royal Highness.
This is a historic day as well.
Yeah, it's a historic day. I mean, we haven't had a royal princess born since Princess Eugenie, so this is a historic day. It's a great, happy day. We've had an awful lot of terrible news, haven't we, lately? So it's quite nice to be able to celebrate good news for a change, and this is good news. I think they probably will leave this evening so that they can clear up this media circus that they don't really enjoy. That way they can return to Kensington Palace, the privacy there, and eventually off to Anne Hall. I'm sure that's certainly going to be in William's mind anyway.
So a little sister for Prince George, was that on the cards? The odds were quite high for that. I
said it last night. I said she's going at 6 a.m. and it'll be a little girl. So I don't know if I've got the right runes or I'm a bit spooky, but it's good news, I think, because to have a little girl is going to be huge for the UK economy. Everything that Kate wears sells out in seconds. So, you know, anything this little baby appears in will be selling out in all the shops. So it can only be good news for the economy.
And in terms of the election as well, I mean, David Cameron will be thinking this is pretty good news for him as well. Well,
he was one of the first to tweet the Prime Minister, wasn't he? He was sharp as you can be to get that tweet out. So you never know, it could be a bit of a bump for him. You know, it's something that's positive, it's good news, but also it's good timing, isn't it? Because, you know, the Queen wouldn't want this to drag on right into next week when there's the election going on. They would want this to be out of the way, and just by magic, there we are, it's happened.
It's a perfect start to a bank holiday weekend. Is this, obviously you were here last year, what's sort of the difference between this year and last year down here?
It's so much more organised, actually. Jason, at the new head of press for William and Kate, has done a pretty good job organising the press pens, making sure everyone's accredited, so there's no problems like that. Last time it was a little bit more tense and a lot hotter, so I quite like it being cooler anyway.
Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be here all afternoon with the latest, and we hopefully might get a glimpse of Will and Kate and the new princess. Back to you.
Thanks, Jessica. That's a big weekend for the football. We'll cross live now to our reporter, Jessica King. Jessica.
Hi, Alex. Well, it's amazing scenes down here. People are absolutely thrilled and over the moon that Kate's given birth to a very healthy baby girl. You can hear all the people around really, really whooping and cheering, the town choir, and I'm joined by one of the royal superfans, Terry Hutt. Terry, you must be absolutely delighted that it's a baby girl.
More than delighted. That baby girl, what we call princess, is going to make more babies for us.
And you've been camping out here for over a week now.
13 days.
How's it been? How has it been camping out?
A bit rough for the girls. They're not used to it. The cold and the damp. But I think my little group's really brave to do it. And for me, it's another baby, and I've seen many babies.
Were you expecting it to be a girl? Were you hoping for a girl?
I've got no preference, to be quite honest. All I want is a healthy baby.
And do you have any idea on names? The odds are on 5-4 for Alice and 3-1 for Charlotte. What do you think?
I don't even watch that. I think of my granddaughter, Amber, if they put Amber in, it would be a good name.
So you said that Kate and Will, they might be coming out today, and they'll come over and see you and say hi and say thank you for waiting out all this time.
Yes, and at the same time they sent me a birthday cake and sent me a private card.
Lovely. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Terry. I'm sure you want to get back to...
I feel if I'm part of the family anyway.
He feels part of the family now. So we'll be bringing you all the latest. And earlier on, the town crier actually came out and announced the news of the birth. I think we've got a little clip of that.
We welcome with humble duty the second born of the Royal Highnesses, the Duke of Duchess of Cambridge. Fourth line to the throne.
It's a go! Congratulations!
That was the town crier earlier on coming out to announce to the hundreds of media here. I mean, you might be able to see behind me, it is literally thronged with photographers, with press. There are so many people down here, as well as tourists coming to have a look. There's been no one actually come out the building yet, but everyone is desperate to get a glimpse of Kate and Will's and the new arrivals. So this princess is going to be fourth in line to the throne. That's behind her grandfather, Prince Charles, her father, Prince William, and brother, Prince George. So poor Prince Harry, he shifts down the line a bit now to fifth in line to the throne. The news was broken on Twitter by Kensington Palace, and there will be the traditional custom later of placing a paper announcement outside Buckingham Palace.